guess I built them because I was looking for something. One, it was non-taxable.
Right.
Two, that it was as long as anything I could get and as comfortable as a house for people that want to live a more simple life and they're trying to learn. And two people could live in a place. It never took more than 2 cord wood a year. And I didn't have to heat it daily. You could walk away and leave it and come back. And if it's well buried, it'll stay above freezing for at least 30 days before it drops.
Wow.
Seemed like a viable economic shelter in this kind of a world for teaching people. Not that they would go build them to live in, but it was a really good place for people to learn. And I think they learned a lot in the lodges because they were finally not in a regular house.
Yeah.
And so they thought different, and then they looked at things different. They began to take care of their fires different, and they collected their own firewood. So they finally had to maintain their own life. I didn't do that for them. They had to take care of their life, and the lodge provided that. It never occurred to me to be uncomfortable in the bush. That we were comfortable. And so that was a good thing. So I said, okay, how do we get it comfortable? And that seemed to be the way to do it.
They're beautiful. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I think they were fun to do. Because it's kind of like a community of people. And they're really putting something together.
That's exactly what I'm heading for.
Interesting. Because it creates its own story when you build it. If you had somebody kind of even document that, it's like then it's got its own story because it's creating its own life. And I would wonder, we'd have to actually do some research, but I would wonder if in places in Russia and Siberia that they use them.
Yeah.
Wherever there's trees, because they're warm.
Right.
It doesn't take a lot to heat. And if you think about a teepee or a wigwam or something like that, it's like a wall tent.
Right.
When the heat's out, when the fire's out, the heat's gone right now.
That's right.
And I think the lodge that I got left at the house, Tom and Heather's, is we went away on we had a 10-day winter trip. And when we left, they had a digital thermometer on the battery. And they left a pot of water in the sink. And so we left. And when we come back, the pot of water wasn't ever froze. And the digital thermometer dropped below 40 degrees.
Wow.
And that actual winter, it was 35 below. That's cold.
Yeah.
I was completely amazed to think that that's quite a deal. This
Right.
lodge held above freezing for that long. So I thought. So they worked really well for us. It's been a viable way to help people begin to see something simple.
Yeah.
That's functional and comfortable. And I thought about comfortable because I guess I thought about my own self and my own life. And then I thought about all those people that were before me and where it came from. And wherever there's that kind of forest, there's some sort of a lodge like that that's really similar. Because when I thought about our bush camp was always sheathed and buried. All our bush camps. I got one up on the back of the St. John. And it's in a strip on a clear cut.
Right.
Back out of the way. And nobody would ever see it. It looks like it's just a big hump up there.
Right.
Unless you get in front and see the door.